65, passed away on Wednesday at his residence. Funeral services will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Chapel. Interment in Ebenezer Cemetery. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. Funeral services for Lionel J. Armstrong, age 90, of Hanceville, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Hanceville Funeral Home Chapel. Dennis Lott and Roger Whitley officiate. Interment in Mountain Grove Congregational Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 5:30 to 9 p.m. tonight. Hanceville Funeral Home is directing. Ms. Armstrong passed away yesterday at Coleman Regional Medical Center. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hanceville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com, and we archive our programs on the same website. You can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on Facebook, and on YouTube. We're everywhere. Tahani Cleghorn is co-hosting today. Are you ready for a wonderful weekend?
Yes, I'm so excited. It's
the
going to be
weather
a great
is
weekend.
Fun to talk about today.
Yay! More weather.
Yes, it should be a wonderful weekend as far as the weather is concerned. Let's start with our weather, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. And we'll start with the weather almanac for the last day of February in Cullman, Alabama. The average high temperature is 60. The average low is 39. The record high 80 degrees in 1918. The record low 15 in 1935. Sunset will be at 5:42 and sunrise tomorrow at 6:17. The satellite picture shows you what's going on around the country. Still bitter cold temperatures in the upper Midwest. Our part of the country looks pretty good. Fair skies over the southeast. Here's our forecast for today. It will be partly sunny with a high near 52. For tonight, we have a slight chance of rain with a low around 41. For tomorrow, warming up to 62, 68 on Sunday. Next week will cool off just a little bit. Monday's high 48 with a 60% chance of rain. Tuesday's high 47, Wednesday 51, and Thursday 56 as we get back toward normal temperatures by next weekend. It's kind of nice to have sunny, mild temperatures on the weekend.
I think so. I have a cousin that lives in North Dakota, and they were excited because today it was supposed to get up to 1 degree. And they were excited.
To 1.
Yes, and she was excited.
Wow.
Too cold for me.
Boy, yeah, can't imagine that. We need to congratulate the Holly Pond Lady Broncos.
Yes.
They were winners yesterday in the semifinal round of the state tournament, 63-37 over Trinity.
Yeah.
And they play Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County, number 1 in the state, undefeated in 37 games.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. The same two teams played last year for the state championship, so it's a rematch.
Oh, even more pressure.
That's right. That's
Goodness.
right. And that game will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center.
So fingers crossed. Lady Broncos, fingers crossed.
Yeah, bring home a state championship tomorrow. That would be good. Are you a basketball fan?
Not exactly. I played basketball, I think, 1 year in 5th grade, and I was like, not for me.
Let's see, I was going to ask you, is there an open house at Wallace today? You said you had to go participate in something?
Scholarship auditions, performing arts scholarship auditions are at Wallace State today at 8 o'clock. If you play an instrument, if you sing, theater auditions are not today. They'll be at the end of March. But sing or play an instrument, be at Wallace State today at 8 o'clock to get registered for those.
Okay, very good. Who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Our Facebook friend is Cindy McGriff, and she likes the Beatles and So You Think You Can Dance. Man, I get along with her. And she will receive 1 large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
This is Friday. It's That Politics on Today on 2. Who's our guest today?
Today, our guest is Mike Gentry, so we're thrilled to have him with us today.
Mike Gentry is a candidate for Coleman County Sheriff. The panel will talk to him in just a little bit. We'll continue with more of Today on 2 right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Let's see what we can give away for today. What are the Friday prizes? I know we have KSW colored salt is always available on Friday. And we have the 15% off any purchase at It's My Party. There's KSW colored salt. And the Papa Murphy's Take and Bake large pizza. 3 prizes for you for today. All you have to do is correctly answer a question about one of our merchant ads. Let's start looking at those ads right now. Cups Accounting and Tax Service, where they give you quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much to have your taxes filled out and filed. Cups Accounting and Tax Service.
And Tires for Less. It's more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks and brake. Come see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less, and it's at 227 2nd Avenue on Highway 31.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. They're located just west of the interstate on 278. That's Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, they have a new inventory of Bibles in. They've got large and extra large print available and all new colors and varieties. And all their quilted Bible covers are 50% off, so go see them in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Barnett Tax Service will do tax returns, electronic filing. Elda Barnett's office is on Main Avenue, just north of the post office. No appointment necessary. Just drop by and see Elda Barnett.
And BFit is now open. There's no contract. It's only $50 a month, and you get a personal trainer. So it's next to Renard's Gallery and Gifts, so change your life and body.
Kayla Salon and Day Spa, 9 stylists to serve you. Walk-ins are always welcome. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Located on 1st Avenue Southwest in Coleman, that's Kayla Salon.
And the red velvet cake is the Blizzard of the Month at Dairy Queen. You can get it in blizzard form, or you can get it into ice cream cake form. They're also doing their $5 lunch every day from 11 to 4.
Earl's Body Shop, voted best towing service, celebrating 50 years of serving you. They do large and small towing, local or long distance, as well as auto body repair. That's Earl's Body Shop.
And Hansville Pizza Hut, it's across from Wallace State. They have a lunch buffet every day from 11 to 2. And if you're a Wallace State student, you get 10% off. So give them a call at 352-5355.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue has the Family Barbecue Pack, which includes a pound of barbecue, 2 sides and 4 buns. Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located inside the Berwyn Quick Stop on 278.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're offering suits made to fit your measurements. They have a necktie sale going on right now, so go take advantage of that because prom season is coming up. It's on Compass Way Southwest in Coleman.
There we go with some of our merchant ads. Our question for today, what is the name of the advertiser that sells tires? What's the name of the tire dealer that advertises with us? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And let's see, we have 15% off any purchase at It's My Party. We have the large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake and KSW colored salt, which is available at Rumor's Deli. Those are the prizes. Go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Adam Shev with Premier Bank. Today I would like to talk to you about the importance of having a checking account through tax refund time. Not only can the funds be direct deposited, but it can also be accessed immediately by using either your debit card, by getting checks at your bank, or by getting cash at your local bank. This will also save you time by not having to use a stored value card with your tax refund on it, or by not getting your check through the mail. A checking account is very important through everyday life, especially during tax refund time. This has been Money Matters with Premier Bank.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Again, our question for today, what is the name of the tire dealer, the tire store that advertises with us on our merchant ads? 256-734-7399 is our phone number. And we have the 15% off at It's My Party. We have KSW colored salt. We have the large pizza to go from Papa Murphy's Pizza. No phone calls, so let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. We'll save that question for another day. Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repair, transmission and brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic, located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Just give Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim a call.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are always welcome. Books always on sale. Each and every book in the store is on sale. New books and special orders, 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
It's My Party. They have balloons of all shapes and sizes, including singing telegrams from Lulu the Gorilla. Anything you need for any type of party, they're on 2nd Avenue Southeast.
Brown & Company Beverages says Irish eyes are smiling. Go green and celebrate with your favorite wine, beer, or cider at Brown & Company Beverages on Highway 157 next to the Ford store.
Fitness opportunities are available at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have the 6-lane competition pool, full fitness center, indoor rubberized walking track, all their classes, so go visit them today.
And the Candle Garden reminds you they have hand-poured candles, over 50 luscious fragrances, many gift items, gift baskets can be put together. Check out their new store, new location next to Moe's Barbecue.
And Busy Bee Cafe is the home of the original breaded burger, and they were established in 1919. Their dinner hours are Friday through Saturday, and at 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Holly Mullins rents the inflatables, the great big slides and bounce slide combos. They have concession equipment. Call Holly to reserve yours today.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, they're there when you need them. They open at 7:30 Monday through Saturday, and third-party insurances are welcome. They're on Highway 31 North.
Barnett Tax Service. Selma Barnett can do tax returns with the electronic filing. She also does bookkeeping for small businesses, preparing W-2s and 1099s. Barnett Tax Service. There we go with the merchant ads for today. Now it's time to check our birthdays. Several birthdays taking place over the weekend that we want to tell you about.
Okay, it's Tiffany Richter, Sharon Turner, and Sandy Breakfield are celebrating today. And on Saturday, we have Sharon Ellis, Hunter Oaks, and Mike Donaldson. And then Sunday, it's Mary Harbison and Penny Putman. So happy birthday to all of you.
Okay, let's draw for our birthday prize for today, the ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And our winner is Larry Fowler. Larry's birthday was earlier this week. He wins the ice cream cake. And we showed you an anniversary when these folks called it in. They didn't give us their last name.
I'm sure they know who they are.
I'm sure they know who they are?
I hope so.
Okay, well, they win the gift certificate from the Candle Garden. We'll continue with more of Today on 2 right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Now it's time for our community billboards.
They're brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And Bibles for Teens' first annual Be the One 5K and Fun Run is going to be Saturday, March 22nd. It's going to be at the Coleman Fest Hall, and registration starts at 9. Registration starts at 8. The 5K starts at 9, I'm sorry. And you can pre-register at www.active.com or www.biblesforteens.com. And the 5th annual Legacy Gala for Sacred Heart School is Saturday, March 1st, at their Family Life Center at 7 o'clock. Entertainment is going to be provided by Straightforward and Dave McConnell as Frank Sinatra. And by recycling your aluminum cans through the Coleman Animal Shelter, you can help them provide for their homeless animals. They've got recycling bins at each location, and all donations are welcome.
Our weather forecast is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. And our forecast for today, partly sunny with a high near 52. For tonight, a slight chance of rain, low of 41. Sunny tomorrow with a high near 62.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it, to feel it, to be in it, to be upon it, and to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
In the nation, we reward safe driving.
Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome to That's Politics. This morning, Tom Drake, Tom Burleson, and I welcome Republican candidate Matt Gentry, running for Sheriff of Coleman County. Thank you, Matt, again for coming to visit us today.
Thank you, Mr. Spear. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Boy, howdy. Let's see. There's the incumbent, yourself. Is there someone else running for sheriff?
Yes, sir. A guy named Tim Creel.
Tim Creel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I know you worked with Tyler Roden. You were a deputy at one time, right?
Yes, sir. I started out. I spent 12 years at the Coleman County Sheriff's Office for Tyler Roden, and then ended up being appointed by the Chief of the Police and the Sheriff over the Drug Task Force before I took the new job where I'm at now.
Okay. Where are you now?
I work for the Coleman County District Attorney's Office for Wilson Blaylock at the DA's office as an investigator, but I'm assigned to DEA in Birmingham, with Coleman County being my county to cover federally.
You also have other counties north of Coleman or around Coleman, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Responsible for.
My group of 13 agents, we cover 33 counties.
Do you think this meth situation will ever be brought under control?
I would hate to say, I'd love to say that it could, but I don't think that would be a valid statement.
It won't be anytime soon.
No, sir. But I think what you're going to see over the next 3 years within our communities is a transition to heroin. We're seeing a huge influx of heroin into our communities and that opiate addiction.
Well, once they get addicted to that meth, it's hard for them to get off of it, ain't it?
Yes, sir, especially with the mental addiction of meth. Yes, sir.
Well, explain, if you will, Matt, why all of a sudden heroin's becoming the most prevalent drug? Is it to give you a higher high than meth does, or what?
Well, look at it from a business standpoint. You have Mexico, which is the largest producer of heroin for the U.S. at this time. A business standpoint, they're sending their product into the U.S. Now, they are targeting our prescription pill abusers within our communities.
Say that again. I'm sorry. They're targeting
our prescription pill abusers, our opiate users, people that use Oxycontin and other opiates.
Right.
Because the pharmaceutical companies changed the chemical makeup of Oxycontin where they cannot inject it anymore. Heroin is cheaper, it's more available, it's easier to use. But what we are seeing with our meth users is that they're using meth every day. They've been up a week. Well, they want to come down off that meth. Well, typically they have to find a depressant, which is a prescription like Xanax or something, or heroin, because that's a depressant. Well, they start using this depressant to come down off the meth. Well, then they're physically addicted to that opiate from that point on. They have to physically have it. If they don't, then they'll go into DTs for 7 to 10 days, and it's extremely painful on the user. So you'll see that transition from them using meth every day to now they became addicted to that opiate.
Matt, would you develop a program that would be different from what we got now to deal with this situation?
Yes, sir. I think you have to start. We have DARE, which is a very good program, but I think you have to target those middle school and those high school kids also, because one of our greatest assets is prevention and education. I believe that one of our greatest failures in law enforcement today is failure to educate the people to the new drug trends that we're experiencing in our communities. Most people don't know that we're probably having 20 plus deaths a year in Coleman County on heroin overdoses.
Wow.
Opiate overdoses. That is huge. And that's been I tell you, you can see the trend. I spoke with Coleman EMS. In 2011, they ran 123 overdoses. 2012, they ran 183. This year they were set to run 222 overdoses. Well, why are we having that increase? Because of the heroin and the opiate use.
Do you think the fact that they arrested this head of this cartel in Mexico, I forgot his name,
Chapo Guzman.
Okay, will that have an impact at all in the availability of some of these drugs?
Well, it'll have an impact in certain areas because he was part of the La Familia cartel, if I'm not mistaken, or the Sinaloa. But there's so many cartels operating in Mexico that the distribution of drugs into the U.S. is kind of always flowing. You know, I mean, you have, I think there's about 7 or 8 cartels. So even if one cartel leader is taken off, you're going to have another one take its place pretty soon. You know, and last year in the U.S. alone, we spent on the consumption of drugs in the U.S. $389 billion last year. $389 billion in the consumption of drugs, that money that went from the U.S. back into Mexico on the purchasing and consumption of drugs.
Let me ask you this, and this is a naive question, I know it is. Okay, you can find the guy who's using it, and you might be able to find the guy who sold it to him. But why is it so hard to trace that thing up the line to where it's coming across the border?
It's not, but you have to be willing, as the head of a law enforcement agency, to put politics aside. And what I mean by that is, okay, if I've got a guy here in Coleman County that's getting 10 pounds of meth a week, I have to be willing to work that investigation with other agencies, putting aside political notoriety, and say, all right, I want to stop the source. Not only do I want to get the guy in Coleman County, but I want to work with DEA and these other agencies to find and stop the source. I'll give you an example. My partner and I worked a case this summer where it was leading from Birmingham to the northern counties. We ended up taking the organization down in Texas in June. So my partner and I flew out to Texas in June and September to assist them with taking their part of the organization down. Well, that's how you stop the source. But you have to be willing to put political notoriety to the side as an elected official to accomplish those goals.
Is it like a kingdom complex? If I'm the law enforcement in an area, I don't want to share the glory of catching these 3 guys, or I don't want to go after someone else because I'll have to share the glory with some other agency. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. And that happens a lot around the counties.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's happening in Coleman?
Yes, sir. It does.
Okay. Wow.
Matt, how many employees does the sheriff have?
It's approximately 140 employees. There should be around, I think last time I checked to see, just there was like 76 sworn law enforcement officers. That's the ones with arrest powers. And then around 60 support personnel. That's individuals working in the office or in the jail, in the detention center.
Is that about what they need?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're operating about the size of an agency. Now, you know, you always have room to grow and improve, but, you know, we're operating at a pretty high capacity right now throughout our county.
Give me your views on this right to carry law that Alabama passed last year, where you can keep a weapon inside a car out of reach of the driver or the passenger, but you can take one to work no matter what the boss says, basically, and have it in your car. What are your views on that and the fact that they want to allow a weapon to be within reach and loaded?
Well, I'm a big advocate of the Second Amendment. I support the Second Amendment with all my heart. Now, you know, the new open carry law, you can carry openly out in the public without a pistol permit. Now, if you go to your business or where you work, if the company says that you cannot bring it inside, then you can't bring it inside, but you can have it in your vehicle under the new law. Now, the transport part of the law says if you're going to have the pistol in the passenger compartment, the ammo has to be in the furthest point to the rear of the vehicle, locked in a metal box. That's without a permit. But you can also have, depending on the hunting season, you can have rifles or shotguns in your vehicle at work, but they have to be, you know, covered up. So, but it has to be depending on the season of hunting that's that's available at that time.
You used to see those shotguns and rifles in the back, in the rear window of the trucks.
Yes, sir.
Going through town here. Did laws change that apparently, I guess, over the years, or people are losing these things to theft?
No, sir. A lot of it, people are losing them to theft.
Yeah.
The laws never changed that. When I was in high school, and this is kind of funny, we would go to school every day, and we'd always, during hunting season, we'd have a gun in our truck. And I was going to school.
Where were you going?
Good Hope.
Good Hope.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I
you're from
graduated
Good
from Good
Hope.
Hope. Yes, sir.
My goodness. What would you do differently than our current sheriff regarding law enforcement?
Yes, sir. Well, I believe that we need a new, proactive, proficient, and professional law enforcement agency that it has the serve aspect for the community. I believe as law enforcement officers, we've lost that service aspect of the job. And I think as the sheriff, you have to set the tone for the whole agency with a service aspect mindset.
When you say service, an example of that, please?
Well, no matter the way you're investigating a burglary, theft, people expect and want professional, proficient law enforcement officers. But they want somebody that is willing to come out and help them with their problem. If I come out and you're the victim of a burglary and you've lost $10,000, that's a lot of money in assets. You want to know that you're going to have somebody that will call you back, even if they cannot solve the case, just caring enough to call them back, let them know what's going on with the case, and when you come out there, you truly care about helping them. I mean, you're willing to go that extra mile to help that person recover their losses.
Okay. What will be your mission as sheriff of Coleman County? If you can put it in one sentence, Matt, what would your mission be?
To promote and have the most professional, proficient law enforcement agency in the state of Alabama.
Okay. Once more, give us a rundown on your history, on your background experience.
Okay. I started out, I spent 6 years in the United States Marine Corps Reserves. I joined the Marine Corps at 18. Was hired on with the Sheriff's Office when I was 21 years old. For the last 15 years, I've been in law enforcement, an active member of law enforcement. I started out in the detention center, worked my way up to the patrol division. In early 2000, I was promoted to a narcotics investigator. Me and another group of individuals helped form what is today the Coleman Narcotics Enforcement Team, the task force. And later on, I was appointed by the chief of police here in Coleman and the sheriff as the director over the task force. In 2009, I attended the Drug Unit Commanders Academy in Quantico, Virginia. This was an honor because we get one candidate for the state of Alabama. In 2011, I took the job with the district attorney's office here as an investigator assigned to DEA in Birmingham.
Well, let's get back to the Marines.
Yes, sir.
Were you ever in the active Marines or just reserves?
I was in the reserves, but when I came out of my MOS school, then I went active reserves at my unit, which was 4th Battalion, 14th Marines out of Bessemer. And so I stayed what they call AR, active reserves there, which is a full-time slot until I was hired on with the sheriff's office. And then I went strictly reserves.
Matt, we're out of time. I'm sorry, but sometimes there's just never enough time.
No, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
And Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Appreciate
Well,
you.
today on Two, that's politics.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Matt, can you develop a good program with the school